Hello everyone and welcome to another Thomas video. So today we're taking a look at Ruby Storm in Thomas format. So this was actually brought up by Mr. Toxic from my Discord. They wanted me to check out the Ruby Storm, but it's not exactly one for one. I did change the deck quite a bit here. I also added in some Dragon Rage Channelers and a new card that came out from through the Omenpaths called the Firebrain Scheme, which is a watered-down version of Reckless Impulse and Ren's Resolve. We are going to be playing both of these in the deck, but we also have a Firebrain Scheme, which is similar to this, but at a discount, and it only lets you cast one of the spells that you've chosen instead of two cards with Reckless Impulse and Ren's Resolve. So how does this deck work? Well, we're gonna be storming off with a Breach plan here by casting a Seething Song. Seething Song is a new card from Power Cube for 3 mana. You can get 5 mana back. Casting multiple cards in a single turn, we'll be able to storm off into a Grape Shot, which is a 1-of in the deck. And we also have another Grape Shot in the sideboard that you can tutor for with our 2 copies of Wish. And all of our cards are red, so having something like a Ruby Medallion on the battlefield or even Ral Monsoon Mage on the battlefield will make every card that we play 1 cost cheaper, so potentially you can even expect to play the Seething Song for just 1 mana, which is absolutely insane. So thanks for that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Thomas Wrestle 3 to show you guys what that does, so let's hop on over. Deja Vu? I can see this hand being pretty fire. Get rid of a Breach. Seems like they kinda have a subtlety or something. Ooh, a land. A land, you say? Let's go with the Dragon Rage Challenger, Strike It Rich. Well, I want that. Guess I kinda do. I'm not sure if I can win. Seething Song, there's just not enough cards in the graveyard, you know? Even with the Artist Talent. And we don't have Ruby either. So maybe I just kind of take it slow. A Spell Pierce. Interesting. So I know opponent has a subtlety for sure. Ral. They might subtlety this. Who knows? It sticks.
Luck will break my way, eventually.
No. Just get another one. Easy. Okay, Flare of Denial gone. We know opponent has a subtlety though. So this is another subtlety. Yeah, this is another subtlety. They're gonna leave up exactly 4. I don't know how we win. Maybe a breach. Maybe a breach could do it. So, opponent's gonna leave up a subtlety. How do we win here? Breach. The thing about this is we don't have any like discounts. That's the thing. We don't have any discounts. You know? Can we win without discounts? Opponent will have subtlety, right? So like, what's the play here? We have a wish in hand. Maybe I can just keep seeding Song until wish. Is that gonna be enough? So Grape Shot is at 5. So I can Grape Shot twice. And we have a 5. We kinda did it. Wow. I'm surprised. Alright, so opponent's gonna have like a Graveyard Hate. Maybe bring some Prismatic Endings. Instead of these. So that was without any discounts, by the way. Amazing. I can't believe we won without any discounts. Alright, I think I'm just going to do a Prismatic Ending twice. So opponent has a Flare in hand. It could be a subtlety as well. It would be most ideal if I draw a land, like an untapped land, so I can play the Ruby Medallion here. Okay. Fair enough. They could take away the Valakut Awakening. No. Chandler was a fantastic draw, by the way.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
I think I should just go Channeler. So we know what this last card is. It's a Flare of Denial. So... if I Prismatic Ending... I guess they're just going to Flare of Denial, right? But... I guess that's okay. I think I'd rather have these cards. I also really need to get to Ruby Medallion or Ral here. Also, opponent's at 8, actually. Hold up. They're at 8. Trying to look for a land or something. Or maybe even a Grape Shot at this point? Because I can go like Seething Song into Grape Shot. They're still gonna attack. Psychic Frog. One or the two target creature each gets +1 and gain first strike. That is a land. And we can potentially win next turn. I don't think I even have to attack next turn. I think we just win with the Seething Song into Breach. But we'll see. Since these could be counter spells as well, you know? Not gonna attack with the Psychic Frog. And they also play this, so the Psychic Frog dies.
Tell me everything you know about this plane. Respect the library.
I think this is the last turn anyways, right? So we should just do everything that we can. So they can't flare because if they flare, they die to Dragon Ray Chandler. Otherwise, they are dead to the Breach here. Alright, GG's. Ooh. I see a potential with this hand. Stoneforge Mystic. One lander. I think I want to keep that land. And they're going to be drawing a Strip Mine. Good thing I kept the land. So we're gonna be putting a sorcery in there. I'm gonna keep that. Maybe we can go off next turn. Could I, actually? There's not enough cars in the yard. This is too much life they're getting. But I have to try, right? Because otherwise we're dead next turn anyways. So we see a grape shot in the graveyard, which is good. Maybe we just have to, like, grape shot the creatures. You know? Yeah, maybe we just have to grape shot opponent's creatures. I mean, we can technically do it. Ten cards in the graveyard. Or we could just win the game.
Just once I wouldn't mind a little sunshine.
Yeah, we could just win the game, potentially. Not yet. Is it enough to just win the game? Maybe. This is 10 damage. I just cast the Grape Shot twice and we win the game, right? Kind of impressed, actually. Yeah, kind of impressed.
The new world has given me so many new ideas. Now that's what I call an epic experiment.
I didn't really need to do that, but just a style point. Wow. I am very impressed that we won that game. I thought we were dead for sure. Okay, so we're gonna need a prismatic ending, and I'll even bring a fragment reality for deafening silence. The reason why I don't want to just leave one copy of a fragment reality in the sideboard is because with the deafening silence, like if you wish for it, you can't play it, you know? So I kind of have to put it in the main board. I'll maybe go down on like a copy of a scheme. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe get rid of an artist's talent. The reason why I don't like this card is because of a static prison, but not sure. Okay, 3 lands, cards, good. Maybe I should have actually fetched a mountain. Yeah. Oh, come on. So lucky. I guess I have to give them cards. That is a land. You know, it's a tap land, but it's a land. Maybe that was the losing play though. Maybe I was supposed to still put it in the graveyard. Because I would need an untapped land, you know? But I think we're dead no matter what, right? Because we can't win next turn because we don't have anything set up, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So opponent has 8 damage on the board. Which means I have to win next turn. Which also means I have to, so, okay, let's think about this. So, I get a mountain. And then I draw into a seeding song. I think that's the only way. That's not gonna do it. I would need to see a mountain here or a seeding song into drawing either one of them next turn. So I play the mountain, seeding song, and then go off. But we didn't get it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, never mind, never mind. I thought they had 8 damage. Let's try that again. Let's hope they don't have strip mines this time. And we draw a land here. Land is the best card to draw here. Oh, come on. Every single game, they have exactly just... They have strip mine opening hand every single time. Feels kind of bad. Yeah, feels kind of bad, doesn't it? I think next turn is the last turn. I could potentially see a land. Think I'm probably dead. Unlucky. Alright, GG's. Ooh. Lovely. I think I'm just going to go into artist talent immediately, potentially. This is another burn deck. I've been seeing a lot of burn decks recently, like... Just been seeing way too many. Almost too much. I think I want that. A Bone Crusher Giant. So this is a mono red. So it could be like a Stompy, potentially. Yes, I will take that. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I drew it. Ruby Medallion. I have Raldo. Ren's Resolve. So I can go Seeding Song into Ral, Ren's Resolve. Okay. More Seeding Song. Do I need another Seeding Song? Probably not. Oh, never mind. I needed more Seeding Songs there.
I just need one big breakthrough.
A Wish. That's the next card. Nope. Nope. Wait a minute. I think I messed up. Oh no. Oh no. No, I messed up. Oh no, this is bad. So I messed up here, unfortunately. Wait, I can just transform the RAL. I can just keep doing the Strike It Rich. Okay, that should be good enough, right?
Time to reinvent myself. I will be amazed if you survive this.
Okay, I didn't know RAL exiled lands, by the way. That's definitely my bad. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. So I can't win right now, but I can kind of just make infinite creatures here. Is that what I want to do? I guess I'll just see if I can find like another breach next turn. Oh, we got breach. Alright, so we'll just create many tokens here. Now, I'm not sure if opponent like plays a board wipe in that deck, but I mean, I guess that would be kind of devastating if they did. Yeah, hopefully they don't have it. Hopefully they don't have that. I mean, surely that's good enough, right? Okay, it is good enough. Oh my god, that turn took forever. Prismatic Ending for Chalice. Get rid of a Mishra's Bauble. And Strike It Rich. One Lando. Probably have to be a mulligan. If this RAL was actually a Ruby Medallion instead, maybe I would have actually kept it. Okay. I'm gonna bottom an Artist Talent. Mono Red Stompy playing a Bloodstained Mire. I hope we get a land. I do hope so. Otherwise, we're kinda doomed. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, so we have one chance. We have one chance. They have a strip mine, so. Oh, this is so bad. Well, looks like we go to next game. Looks like we go to next game. How great would it be if I had this land last turn? That would have been sick. That would have been so sick. Land. Is there a world where we can win next turn? I guess a Seeding Song could potentially do that. We would need to draw a Seeding Song exactly. But there's a good chance we might just die here. Like, let's say like a Pyroglyph comes down. A Fury. The 6 damage. Alright, final turn. We need to draw exactly Seeding Song. I don't think otherwise we're gonna win. We have some chances because we have Reckless Impulse. So Reckless Impulse into Seeding Song, that's what I need to see here. Okay, we see Seeding Song. However, that's kind of the extent of what I can do here, right? I believe so. Like, I can kill these, but that's really about it. A Wish. So Wish is gonna cost 2 mana next turn. And I can't upgrade this right now. Oh man. So Wish doesn't really do anything since I don't have Seeding Song anymore. And if I don't win, and I'm pretty sure if I don't die next turn, I die the following turn, so I think the only thing that can get me out of this here is a Breach. Do I play this? Don't think I do. Because I can keep cycling with the Artist Talent next turn. Alright, they got it. Very close game. Very, very close game. Almost got out of it. Almost. Okay. I think we bottomed that. We go to keep the lands because even if one gets strip mine, then we have 2 more. Okay, not the worst. Would have loved to see like Ruby Medallion or something like that. Oh wow, interesting. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell. It's kind of insane that they even have that in the sideboard. Right? So that's an instant speed spell. Non-creature. I would have the Seeding Song Wish into Fragment Reality. That's still 3 procs though. Okay, so this doesn't look good. Because I could just die here to Maddening Hex. I'd have to get lucky. Ah, it's hitting me so hard. Alright, I don't know why they have Maddening Hex in the sideboard, but you know, there we have it. Because I think against a Show and Tell deck, a much better card is a Rolling Vortex. And it's also not a 1 red card, so you can't even abuse the Ancient Tomb, but it is really good against our deck. I think this deck is almost there. I think, I genuinely think the missing piece for this deck is a 2-mana ritual. If this deck actually had 2-mana ritual, there's a good chance this deck could become really powerful. But as it stands right now, it's just not good enough. They didn't sacrifice this. Why? Why did they not sacrifice that?
I just need one big breakthrough.
Okay, we need Seeding Song to win the game. Yeah, having another ritual effect is just so vital. In other formats, there's like 3 different, you know, ritual effects. Oh, they're playing this kind of deck. Maybe we have some time then.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, maybe we have some time then. Because this doesn't exactly kill you immediately. Okay, so opponent's not even gonna put in any pressure too. Ren's Resolve. Okay, we find ourselves with the Seeding Song. That is a good sign. Another Seeding Song. We don't need another Seeding Song, right? Do we? Another Seeding Song in the graveyard means that the Sorin does indeed die. But then we have to take 8 damage. Which we don't technically care about. Atroxa. Oh no, I can chump block with this. Another Seeding Song. Reef coming down, so they're gonna take away Reckless Impulse. It could be a Valakut as well. They took away the worst card. Can I die here? 8 damage. If a Sorin comes down, Dark Ritual Sorin, 11 damage, then Raoul still has 3 chances. Okay, let us begin. Yeah, I'm gonna actually take that. So we just casted 1, 2. Three. Raul needs to win some coin flips though. Do I transform this? Maybe I should.
If you're not scared of lightning, you're about to be. Slinging spells is so easy.
Okay, I need to go fast now. I think we have the win. Very close one. very close one. Where's the wish? Imagine if the Ral actually lost every coin flip and I lost. Insane. Oh, let's just actually cast one more card. So that this does exactly 12 damage. Alright, GG's. I'm actually not quite sure what their sideboard looks like. The prismatic ending. Maybe I play like 2 copies of it instead of the Mishra's Bauble, just for the graveyard hate. Maybe like in cases like this, we should have like more fragment realities in the sideboard. What would I take out though? I'm not even sure. We've actually incorporated every single sideboard card today except for the Roiling Vortex. Alright, Grief is gonna eat away my hand. Very strong turn. Very strong turn. By the way, land was actually insane draw. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Chance of storms today? 100%.
So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more card for this Ral to transform here. Because we need Storm 6, right? We need Storm 6 to make this ultimate immediately. Okay, land is not what I wanted to see there. Seeding Song. Reckless Impulse. So that's 2. This is 3. This is 4. I don't want to discard this, but... This is 5. This is 6. Okay, we just need Ral to transform now. Come on. Ral? transform for me. Nice.
Prepare to be amazed beyond your imagination.
Wait, what? Oh no, it's not a storm count, it's a sorcery. Oh no. Okay, I trolled.
Testing is ahead of schedule.
I trolled. That's my bad. No, I trolled.
Join my crusade.
Inexperience. Inexperience. That's kind of bad. Yeah, that's kind of bad. I guess I'll play Ren's Resolve.
Power coupling secure and holding.
Seething Song. I need a Wish on top. Actually, am I playing this tapped and then playing the Dragon Ray Chandler, or am I upgrading the artist talent? Maybe I am upgrading the artist talent. Because the Ral is gonna die here, right?
I'll be back in my lab.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. I take 8. Even if I play the Loris next turn, there's gonna be 4 creatures on the board. I don't think the Loris is going to buy me another turn. So we need to look for Owen next turn, potentially. Yeah, I think that's a good card. So we're looking for a breach, right? I think I should probably pick that. Okay. That's a good sign. I could die here. We'll see. I don't want to. It's a possibility though. Yeah, looks like we're dead maybe. Darn. We just couldn't find a win. Yeah, 27 cards remaining. We couldn't find either the Wish or the Breach, which is kind of crazy. Or even just a copy of a Grape Shot would have done it. Unfortunate. I mean, I did misplay. I thought I had the win when I transformed that Ral. But what I hadn't realized was the Ral's passive only works for instant speeds and sorcery speeds. I mean, instant card and sorcery card. So, yeah, a bit of a bummer there. Bit of a bummer there. So, I could set up the artist talent here, but I think setting up a seeding song is more important. Ruby Medallion. That's good. We'll see. Because there could be like a discard spell coming out here. I'm not really sure. Polluted Delta cracked into a ritual. Into a grief. Okay, so I think opponent's going to take away the seeding song here. Or potentially a breach. We don't want that. Ruby Medallion. I'll keep that. Play the artist talent. I'll play the impulse. So opponent dodged the bullet, we would have definitely been able to win there. Another ritual into a Necropotence. Playing Necropotence does mean that we have a higher chance of just killing our opponent if we do top deck a Grape Shot though. Yep. A Valakut. So we'll start with the Reckless Impulse. Higher chance of seeing a Seeding Song or something like that. A land. Into a Grape Shot. Now, isn't that interesting? We just talked about the Grape Shot potential. I'm just gonna bottom that. Look for a better spell. Like so. What if my opponent has a counter spell? Why isn't my opponent surrendering? Do they have like a Mind Break trap? Whew, okay. Yeah, I will say the deck is a little bit too hard to play. couple things to mention. I don't think the deck is great, but even though I was like losing, I think the deck is actually pretty fun to play. Like especially if you're like a Storm enthusiast, like a combo deck enthusiast, I think you're gonna have some fun time playing this deck. But do I think the deck is great? I don't think so. So why do I not think the deck is great? Even though like the deck could potentially win on turn 2, things like that. Even today, when I was playing, there were a lot of moments where I thought I could win on turn 2 or turn 3, but that got just kind of thrown out the window as soon as like a strip mine came down. So this deck is playing 18 lands. We have 16 plus 2 copies of Valakut's Awakening, which kind of makes getting strip mined even more devastating. So that means getting to that Seething Song, since it costs 3 mana, is a little bit harder. So I think what this deck is actually missing right now that could really elevate this deck to another level is some of the older ritual cards. Seething Song's great, don't get me wrong, but I think this deck, what this deck really needs is a 2 mana ritual. And what that's going to allow is you can, 2 mana ritual into a Seething Song, and all of a sudden you have 5 mana to cast into like Ruby Medallion, Ral, like in a single turn. Just go off with Rand's Resolve and Reckless Impulse. Like it's insane. I think the deck is almost there. And, the fact that we have Breach in this format still as a 4 copies is actually kind of insane. Because you can abuse like things like Dragon Ray Channeler. So yeah, I think the deck was bad, but it's a fun deck. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.